everybody, it is MintManatee back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this super cute jellyfish, Loomigurumi jellyfish, and you're just going to be using your hook for this design. I'm sorry for not posting last week. I was sick, and I do have some future tutorials that I have planned that I'm going to hopefully be posting today since I am on spring break. So I hope you enjoy. Be sure to check out my Etsy shop. The link is down in the description box below. Supplies that you'll be needing today in order to create your jellyfish are 2 shades of rubber bands as well as some black rubber bands for the mouth. So here are your black rubber bands, and I'm going to be doing a couple different shades for just the head of my jellyfish. You guys can just do one base color if you would like. I just kind of want to add a little bit more color to the jellyfish I'm going to be creating. You're also going to be needing some form of eyes for your jellyfish. I used these safety eyes. It came with 3 other containers like this. I ordered it off of Amazon. I'll link that down in the description box below. And there's a bunch of different sizes for your safety eyes. Or if you don't have safety eyes, you can also use pony beads or just wrapped black bands. You will also be needing a crochet hook or any rainbow loom hook, metal tip preferred, but plastic tip works just as fine. Also a C-clip, S-clip, or O-clip. You also need some form of stuffing. I'm using polyfill that I got from Michael's. You can use tissues, socks, cotton balls, anything that you have that can stuff your creation. To start off our jellyfish, we're going to be doing a magic ring with 6 stitches. So for those of you who are completely new to this, we're just going to take a single rubber band, wrap it around 3 times on our hook, and then we're going to take another band, slide it through, and reclaim. Then you're going to lift the bottom loop up and over, and don't pull very tightly, so that way you've created a slip knot. Then you're going to go through your cap band of 3 loops, and you're going to take another band and slide it through that cap band and reclaim. Then you're going to just slide this very top band through the back 2. And this will create one little loop right here. As you can see, there's a V. This loop on your hook counts as another stitch. So we have 2 stitches currently. Go back in and do the same thing. Go through the cap band, reclaim, slide it through the back 2. And we're going to do this until there are 5 V shapes in your magic ring, and then the loop on your hook will be the 6th. And we're going to keep going. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. One last one. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our S-clip, O-clip, or C-clip and hook it onto there. That way we know which stitch we are on. For round 2, we are going to increase all the way around. We're going to go into that first V stitch and single crochet, go back in to that same stitch and single crochet. Now there are 2 little stitches in that one stitch, and we're just going to continue this all the way around until we reach our stitch marker, which is our C-clip. And I'm just going to continue this. And for those of you who are beginners, feel free to pause, rewind, or fast forward the video if I'm going too slow or too fast. Uh-oh, one of my stitches got caught. Alright, final stitch. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our stitch marker, add it to the band that's around our hook, and now we are on to round 3. For round 3, we are going to be single crocheting in the first stitch and then increasing in the next stitch. So go into your first stitch and just single crochet. Go into your next stitch and you're going to be doing 2 single crochets in this single stitch. And then we're just going to do that single crochet now, increase. Single crochet, increase. And I apologize for those of you who have been waiting for more Loomigurumi tutorials. I have been quite busy with school, testing, and just family, and I do hope that I can sort out a proper filming schedule soon. That way I'll be able to post tutorials weekly. But now that I'm on spring break, I will be able to post many tutorials. Hopefully I'll get up another tutorial today. And I apologize about my nails. Alright, last stitch. Okay, now remove your stitch marker, add it to the band that's around your hook, and now we are on to round 4. For round 4, we are going to be single crocheting, and then increasing to 24 total stitches. So I'm going to go into my first stitch, single crochet, go into my next stitch, single crochet, go into my third stitch, and I'm going to single crochet and then do another single crochet in that same stitch. And then I'm just going to continue the pattern, single crochet, single crochet, increase, single crochet, single crochet, increase, I'm just going to continue this pattern. And if you guys want more Loom tutorials or Loomigurumi tutorials, be sure to comment down below because I enjoy making both and I just want to know which ones you guys prefer. Almost done. We're down to our last 5 stitches. Single crochet, followed by an increase, single crochet, and single crochet. Alrighty, now we are on to round 5. 5 through 11, we're just going to be single crocheting all the way around. You guys, if you are following along with my switching color pattern, I'm just going to do round 5 in the red, and that'll be my last round in the red. And then I'm going to make a color change and switch to my next color up until round 11. I'm just going to do round 5 with you guys, and then you guys are going to pause the video and come back to me when you're done. So for round 5, I'm just going to be single crocheting all the way around in red up until I get to my stitch marker. I'm almost done. Final stitch. Alrighty, now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, add it to the band that's around my hook, and for the next 4 rounds that you guys are going to be doing, you're going to be doing single crochets in just all the way around in your other color. Don't forget to do a color change and then skip over that slip stitch. Alrighty, and be sure to pause the video and I will meet you when you're done with those other 4 rounds. Alrighty, you guys should have had round 12 finished, or sorry, round 11 finished. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start decreasing. We're going to be doing a single crochet, and then a decrease in the next 2 stitches. I'm going to be using my yellow, so I'm going to do a color change, which is a slip stitch, single crochet, single crochet. And then for those of you who don't know what a decrease is, you're going to go into the first loop of your stitch and then in the last loop of your second stitch. And then you're going to take a single rubber band and go through it like it's a normal stitch. And we're just going to do that after the first 2 single crochets. Decrease. And this should bring your stitch count down to a total of 12, or 18, sorry. Decrease, single crochet, single crochet, followed by a decrease, single, single, decrease, and then the last 2 stitches will be single crochets, single crochet, followed by a final single crochet. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to remove our stitch marker and add it to the band that's around our hook. For round 13, we are going to be single crocheting and then decreasing in the next stitch. we're going to end up with a total of 12 stitches. I'm still going to be using my yellow. I'm going to be single crocheting, skipping over my slip stitch that I did, and decreasing. Single crochet, followed by a decrease. You only have to do the slip stitch if you're changing a color, so that way it makes a cleaner color change and it doesn't leave holes in your design. But if you're just going with one solid base color, then you don't have to do color changing. And we're almost done. Single crochet, decrease, single crochet, followed by a decrease. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stitch marker, add it to the band that's around my hook, and now we are on to round 14. And you want to make sure that the eyes are somewhat level. So I'm going to put one eye right here and the other eye right here. I feel like I might have to attach it a row higher just because the mouth. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Like that. Okay, so that's good for where I want my eyes to be. I'm going to take the backings, turn my creation inside out, like this, and I'm going to take the cupped inside and just firmly push down. You might need to have an adult or a parent help you because sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. So I had to go off camera and just place the backings in, but they're in, and then you can put or turn your creation right side out. Or if you guys don't have any safety eyes, you can just slide your base color through a bead and then attach it from there. Or if you don't even have beads, just take some black rubber bands, wrap it around your hook, and then slide a main color band through, and then attach it from there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the mouth. I'm going to be using 2 black colored rubber bands, and I'm going to place one band on my hook, slide the other one through and reclaim, and then slide the bottom one over the top, and then tug tight but not too tightly, like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a nice place between the eyes, a little bit lower than that, to attach my mouth to. So basically you're going to go in from the back and go down, go in through the other side, and pull down. Your mouth should look similar like this. I'm going to go off camera and try and center it, and then I'll show you guys how to tie it off. I found a nice place for where I would like my mouth to go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 2 bands on the back, go through 1 or 2 bands in the back of the head, or the inside of the head I should say, and just take a loose band, preferably not a jelly band because those tend to slide away when you're slip knotting, and you're just going to slide that band through and slip knot tightly. And now what you want to do, if you want to smile, you can tug a little bit on the center and the mouth will droop down like that. I think this is really cute. The eyes aren't as close together as I did in my first design, which I kind of like. It's a little bit unique. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my stuffing that I have right here. You're not going to need too much, so you're just going to kind of take a little bit of the stuffing, ball it in your hand, and try and just push a little bit into the head. And you don't want to overstuff, but you want to stuff it to the point where it's somewhat firm. Like that. If any of the stuffing is showing through the holes of your design, that means that you overstuffed it. And as you can see, it's a little bit showing, but that's just because of the colors that I used. But other than that, I think this is a perfect amount. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to round 14. This final round, or final 2 rounds I should say, we're going to unclip it from that helping band and reslide your hook through. What we're going to do now is we're going to decrease all the way around 2 rounds in total. Just decreasing using my yellow bands or main color bands until we reach our stitch marker. We should have a total of 6 stitches by the end of this round. I'm just going to do the next round with you. No need to pause the video just because there's only going to be a total of 3 stitches left, and then we're going to fasten off permanently. Alrighty, I am at my stitch marker. I'm going to remove my stitch marker, add it to the band that's around my hook, and this can get a little bit tricky because you might not be able to see entirely where you're going, but that's totally fine. Just kind of pull the bands a bit, not too much. And if you can't find it at all, you can just end up slip knotting and tying off here. I just kind of like to decrease finally because it removes holes in the bottom of my creation. Alright, now instead of removing my stitch marker, I'm going to do that and slip knot everything through. Go through a bunch of the bands in the middle. And don't tug too tightly on your final band. And then you're going to take that slip knotted band and hide it somewhere inside. Like that. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to add the tentacles for our jellyfish. And in order to do that, you're going to use 2 colors. I'm going to be using yellow and this jelly pale pink. And I'm just going to create chains of 7 or 6, depending on how long you want. I chose 6 for this one. You can go longer if you'd like. I think I might do 8, between 8 and 10. I'm going to do the first one with you, and then I'll turn off the camera and do the rest. So I'm just going to go through any part of my jellyfish and slip knot, and then I'm just going to continue to slip knot until I've reached the desired amount of lengths that I would like. I'm on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and finally 6th. I think I'm just going to do 6. I might off camera change my mind, but you're just going to continue doing that. You're going to alternate your colors, that way there's an even amount of distributed tentacle colors. And I will meet you guys back here once you are finished with that. So I decided on adding 2 more lengths, so I had a total of 8 slip knots, and I made a total of 8 tentacles, versus on this little guy I made 12. I thought that it looked a little bit better with a little bit less than the other one. It's definitely your preference, but your octopus, or jellyfish, sorry, is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!